Oh, we're recording. Hey, what's up, guys? George Kamel here. And for today, I'm not like a regular financial expert. I'm a cool financial expert. And that's why I'm answering the weird questions you guys have the audacity to send me, which for whatever reason includes a lot of inquiries about my hair, like a weird amount. So we're gonna get into that and so much more. Some would say, too much more. Right after, you shimmy on over to that like, share, and subscribe trio and give us your best move. Okay, Mr. Cool Pants, that's literally their name. We'll start with you. How do you keep your hair so nice? Well, I'll give you the real. It's very simple. You shower, which I encourage all of you to do. Shampoo, a little condish. Once you're done, damp hair, put some tonic in there. Get it all in there. With some damp hair, get the blow dryer out, little roller comb, start to shape it all out. Roll it up, hit it with a little product. I use Kevin Murphy Freehold, and then set it with some cold air, and you're done. That's it. That's all it takes. I know it sounds like a lot, but I've got it down to a science in less than 4 minutes. So now you know how to coif like myself and like those ladies in the 1989 American comedy drama Steel Magnolias. Let's get to the good stuff. Do you have any tips for airline travel? This is a fun one. The price is the price when it comes to flights sometimes. There's not always like crazy hacks, like if you gotta pay for a flight and this is the airline you gotta do, you might be stuck there. But one of the best hacks for airline travel if you're booking through Southwest is to book your flight, but then recheck that flight and see if you can rebook it cheaper. And they will actually credit you the balance of that if the flight goes down in price, because nobody wants to feel like they got screwed when they booked the flight. Another one I love to use is called Going. If you go to going.com, put your email in there, they'll send you some amazing flight deals that are 40 to 90% off, and that can be a great way to find some mistake fares and go to amazing places. And listen, the more flexible you are, the better. If you can be flexible with your destination, your dates, if you can book on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, you're gonna get a much, much better deal. And by the way, I've got an entire video on travel hacks that we've done on this channel. I'll link that below if you wanna go check it out. Top places to shop for clothes without breaking the bank. This is a fun one. One of my favorite places, surprisingly to some of you, TJ Maxx has some great options for the guys out there. The shirts generally run anywhere from 13 to 15 bucks for a nice button-up shirt. Of course, buying used can be a great option from thrift stores, consignment shops, Poshmark, some of these online apps, you name it. And of course, waiting for sales from some of your favorite brands is the way to go. I don't wear a ton of designer clothes. I mean, I guess like Levi's or J. Crew, you know, but this is a used jean jacket from J. Crew that I got from Poshmark many, many years ago. So reduce, reuse, recycle.
Be a Planeteer. Recycle.
Now, if you're shopping online for clothes, you can use sites like Amazon to find some affordable, good-looking clothing. But when I'm shopping for brands that I love online, I have the Honey app loaded in there as a browser extension so that while I'm shopping, it will show me promo codes I can use. It'll automatically apply them for me. It will allow me to buy gift cards at a discount to use for that purchase. And that can be a great way to save money when you're on a budget trying to look good. And remember, the man makes the clothes, not the clothes making the man. Rate your crawfish boiling skills 1 to 10. Truthfully, I've never boiled crawfish. I love a crawfish boil. Invite me if you're gonna have one. I did do a shrimp boil, and I would rate that at about an 8. I mean, just getting the little gas mechanism thing that's half the battle. Actually, just watching it boil, not that hard. What is your favorite date night with your wife? Well, we love some local spots here. One is called Burger Up. We love going there, and we like to follow it up with some ice cream at Jenny's Ice Cream. Occasional movie night, maybe some mini golf. We're feeling real exciting, but you know, nothing crazy. Fairly budget friendly. You know, we're out of debt, so we weren't doing this stuff long ago when we were younger, but these days we kind of do whatever we want because we're awesome. What is the best money advice anyone has ever given you and why? Okay, them some fighting words. Anyone ever? I mean, that's strong. I mean, most of the money advice I've followed has come from my mentor, Dave Ramsey.
George has the charisma of a wet sock.
Huh? And truthfully, the best money advice that I could give anyone is live on less than you make. And why is that? Because if you live on less than you make, generally you can hit any of your financial goals. If you are outspending what you make, you're spending $6 grand a month, but you make $5 grand a month, you're going to compound your debt problem. So if you live on less than you make and spend with money you actually have on things you actually need, and you're doing it for the right reasons, you're gonna have a great financial life. What is your favorite Bible verse? It's like picking my favorite child. But I'll tell you one that sticks out to me that I think sums up a lot of what we do around here, and that is Romans 12, verse 2. Do not be conformed to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. We are in the transformation business around here, and we're also in a very countercultural business where we're trying to not conform to what culture is doing, what culture is telling you to do. We are common sense, God's and grandma's ways of handling money. That might be my favorite verse. If you could go back and change one thing in your past, what would it be? Oh gosh. I'm trying to think of big life regrets. There was a time that I owned half a bunny, in the sense that I co-owned a bunny with a girlfriend. I don't know why. She was like, hey, what if we had a bunny and it would stay at your house some of the time and is at my house some of the time? And I was like, sure. So there was a bunny named Nigel that was in my life for a short period of time before we broke up, and I had to awkwardly bring the bunny back to her house and give it to her mom and say, here's a bunny. We broke up. Sorry. That's a regret. I wish I could change that, and just don't co-own animals or really anything with people you're not married to.
And I'll bet you meet a lot of interesting people, too.
What was your first job? My first job with like a real paycheck attached to it was a doctor's office receptionist. I was about 14 years old, 15 years old, and I was getting paid $12 an hour. That's pretty impressive for, this is the mid-2000s at this point. And I mean, I thought I was rich, just working part-time at this doctor's office receptionist office. Was I good at the job? Yeah, I crushed it.
And then I crushed it some more, and then it asked me what I was doing, and I told it that I was crushing it.
Was I a traditional doctor's office receptionist? No. Nobody's expecting to walk into the doctor and see this guy, but they were happy to see me. It's good times. Dr. Fam, I don't know if you're still out there doing the thing, but hope you're doing well, my friend. What advice do you have for people struggling with the baby steps, but they're single? First of all, Chodas, judging by your username, I'm gonna drop some tough love on you here. If you're in baby step 2 trying to pay off debt, you need to stop traveling. You might be traveling around your neighborhood doing side hustles, but that's about it. Take the money you're spending on those trips, put it in your emergency fund, throw it at your debts, do all of that kind of stuff. Once you've got all that in place, you travel on a budget. That being said, who said single people can't pay off debt? Get on a budget, make a plan for every dollar, income minus expenses equals 0. You can download every dollar for free. I'll link that in the show notes if you're interested. And pick up a side hustle. There are tons of side hustles that you can do. And one of the wonderful benefits as a single person is that you don't have to worry about anyone else and what they're doing. And if you're able to do that and what they're doing, you can just live your life. And that means you can work like a mad woman if you want to get out of debt faster. You also don't have anyone distracting you, tempting you. And the last thing I would say is get an accountability partner. Get someone else in your life who also wants to get better with money, so that when you're about to make that purchase, you're about to add to cart and purchase, you say, hey, talk me off the ledge here. And they can do the same for you. You can do the same for them. And that is one of the best ways to get ahead financially when you're single. You've got this. When is the Polish dog coming back to Costco? Well, I don't work for Costco. I do not represent Kirkland's Signature in any way, shape, or form. But according to their website, they said, in order to simplify our menu and make room for healthier options, we've decided to offer only the all-beef hot dog. And sales show this is what the majority of members prefer. Though we understand many members love the Polish dog, we hope you enjoy our new offerings. Here's a fun fact. My wife and I recently bought some Polish dogs from Costco that were in the frozen food section, maybe the fridge section, I can't remember. But they're really good grass-fed Polish sausages that are already cooked. You just heat them up and they're delicious, they're healthy, and I highly recommend that if you need your Polish dog fix. If you were to write an online dating profile, would you include your height? Question mark, exclamation point. I don't know if this is a dig at my height personally, or if you're asking this as a general question. I think you're asking me personally as a person who is a short king, as they say. I would say no. I don't think it's important information. I don't expect anyone else to put that in a dating profile. Luckily, my dating profile days are long gone. I'm happily married now for almost 5 years. But I feel like only tall guys put their height because they think it will woo a mate, right? That's the only reason. If it's a resume, you're putting your best attributes on there, right? And for tall guys, that's most of their personality. I have to make up for that by actually having more personality. So no, I would not include it. I might include short king as just a little nod to the fact that I'm confident, I'm not insecure, I don't have a big truck, I don't need to hold a big fish, I'm just me. And that's all you need. Hey George, should I sell my horse? Okay, this is a throwback to a call I took on the Ramsey Show where I told the lady to sell her horse, and it's been named Horsegate because it was very dramatic. I said some unkind things. Yes, you should sell the horse, but let's poll the audience. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, say nay.
Whoa!
But no, I'm not telling everyone to sell their horse. Sell the horse if you're broke and you need the money and the horse is worth something. I understand horses are family. I get that. But also, you're broke and it's a horse, of course. What is something you'll splurge on / won't do generic or store brand? This one might be left field, but I'm going toilet paper. We're a Charmin family. I go ultra strong. I go super mega. Anything else just won't do. And once you get used to a certain TP, you don't go back. You just can't go back. Favorite superhero and why? I'm gonna say recent superhero, Deadpool.
I know, right?
Why? Because it's highly entertaining, very self-aware, very smart, witty, sharp humor, and very non-superhero-y, if you will. And because of that, big fan. Other than that, always loved Spider-Man because he was just like a little teenage dude, not big, not the strongest, but has superpowers. And I was like, that's me. Iron Man, always a fan favorite because of Robert Downey Jr.'s character. I just like him. What is your biggest life advice? Not money related. Oh, this is an interesting one. Biggest life advice. You guys ask big questions. Never argue with an idiot. They will drag you down and beat you with experience. And that one's especially for you YouTube trolls out there. And it's why I rarely jump in the comment section. I think that's good advice. Just stop the arguing. Run your own race. Live your life. Be you. Okay, you guys knocked it out of the park with these questions. Seriously, some of them were way out in left field. That's how far you knocked them. If you have a question we didn't get to, like my preferred brand of doggy butt wipes, you better believe I have one. So leave it in the comments. Let us know what you want to know next. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to get more content like this. And be sure to share this with your friend who's still grieving the loss of the Costco Polish dog. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.